What's up guys, it's Ross, and I'm gonna be doing a tutorial today on how to make an edit. So I'm just gonna open up Photoshop. Okay, so when I make documents, I typically start them at 1600 by 1600 and do 300 resolution. Oops, 300. And let's see, to get pictures I go Google. What do I want to do? Let's do Matt Ryan. So I type in the name, search, go to images, search tools, size, larger than, and 4 megapixels. Alright, let's find a good picture. That one's good, we'll use that. So I'll go into Photoshop and I will paste it. And now to change the size, I do a lot of keyboard shortcuts. So if you're on a Mac, it's Command T. If you're on Windows, it's Control T. Then Command 0 or Control 0 if you're on Windows. And then to resize, I hold Shift to keep the aspect ratio the same, and then just size it to fit. Okay, and then Command 0 or Control 0 again, and check. So now I have him in my canvas and I have him ready to cut out. So typically when I cut out, I use the quick selection tool, and usually it starts off with the magic wand. But to get to the quick selection, you hold it down, drag across to quick selection, and to make it bigger or smaller, you could use the brackets. So I'm just gonna make it bigger, use the right bracket, and this is how I just mask players. You know, I select them all using this tool, and so yeah, you guys get the point. So I'll just skip over this, and when I'm done, I'll come back. So now that you have them fully selected, what you're going to want to do is you're going to press Command or Control J, and what that does is it takes what you just had selected and puts it on a new layer. So as you can see, I have them now on a separate layer with the background cut out. So what I like to do is I press Command or Control J on the background just to keep a safe copy, and I do the same with him, and I'll just shut them both off, the copies. And so now I go to the skin. So I use Topaz. So for my Topaz, this is like my main skin. I usually do psychedelic. I'll press OK. I go denoise, JPEG strongest, and I usually go somewhere between usually 50 to 60, somewhere in between. Looks nice. This one looks, I might go 65 on this. Okay. And then I do Topaz clean, and I do curly smooth, strength 2, threshold 0. And sometimes I play around with the accent and sharpness a little bit. I'll make it a little bit sharper. So curly smooth, strength 2, threshold 0. We'll put the sharpness up on it. See how that looks. Alright, so that looks good. Yeah. Alright, so now from there, what I would do for just a basic edit is select the background layer, go to image adjustments, and then I go black and white, and I usually select maximum black and then press OK. And usually if I want to add a color, I'll make a new layer on top of it, and I will use the dropper tool and select a color from his jersey. And to fill it, I go edit, fill, and it's on the background color right now, so press OK. And the two that usually look the best are multiply and overlay. Those are the two that tend to look really nice on these. So that's the multiply, and that's overlay. I think I'm gonna go with multiply for this one. Turn it down a little bit. And because it looks kind of plain right now, I usually add in some textures maybe, or throw in the team logo. So I'll go get Falcons logo. Images. Typically you want to look for the PNG because those will be the easiest to put into your image. So I'll copy it and paste it. Remember, Command T or Control T is to transform, Command or Control 0 is to resize it to fit the screen, hold Shift, and resize. Usually when I'm clicking, getting logos all cut out, I typically use the Magic Wand tool. Tolerance on 32. Let's try that again. And just because the Magic Wand tool tends to work a lot better for selecting sections of colors, so that's why I do that. And for the logo, I guess I'll put it on multiply. Usually looks nice. Overlay again, those two. Soft light. Hard light. No, I think I'm gonna go with multiply. I usually do. Tends to look the nicest. So then from there I will add his name. So and just reposition it to a good spot. Okay, select the two layers, make them a little bit smaller. And so, yeah, that's basically how you would make a simple edit for Instagram. And if you'd like, you could add in some textures. So I have a bunch saved on my computer that I could use. So let's get those open. So let's see, some effects I'd use would be the digital camo, the light trail is nice, just some lighting, kind of dust particles looking ones. Some that actually look really nice are the scratch, that kind of give it some texture to it. The snow, those are all good ones. I got squares, and stained, the stained paper. I also have the techno, but I have brushes for that, so I don't really use that much, that one very much. I tend to just use the brushes more for that stuff. And then this stripe pattern I also like, so go ahead and open that one. So I'll drag it in to here and resize that to fit. And I'll put it below everything, put on top of the color. And I'll put this one on overlay, we'll try. Now we'll go screen. Screen gets rid of all of the dark colors. So then multiply. Multiply gets rid of the light colors. Okay, so yeah, that's how you could add some texture to it. And I probably don't need his name there. It looks crowded. A couple other things that you could use are drop shadow. To get to here, you double click on the picture and it will open up the blending options. So what you do is just check drop shadow, choose the angle you want it, play around with the distance. Usually it's easier if you just kind of drag it with your mouse where you want it. So I'll put it over in this area, over here, and then turn the spread all the way down, and then as you adjust the size, it gives it a shadow looking effect behind it. So that's also a good effect to use. You could use it on him too if you'd like. Just do the same thing. Just double click him, drop shadow, play around with the distance, spread down, size up. I'll have it going the other way. And when it says use global light over here, that means that any shadow going in a certain direction, it will copy that exact angle. So if you shut that off, you could set his shadow going the opposite direction. So I'm going to do that. So those are just some of the tools I use for an edit. In my next video, I'll be doing a tutorial of designs. So see ya till then, I guess.